gotta be careful. One wrong move and you end up the ass licker.
It's the Rockin Metal Revival!
You're watching some porn, and there's two girls and a guy.
Crank it up!
One girl, she's clearly the star, but the other one, she ends up tonguing the dude's balloon knot while he fucks the shit out of the eating lady. That's what I'm afraid of.
Welcome to the show!
All right, horns up, metalheads. Time for another edition of Rockin Metal Revival. How you doing today, partner?
Doing good.
How you like all this snow?
Oh, I'm loving it. It's a winter wonderland.
You know what I think is funny?
What?
We got, like 13 or 14 inches of snow?
Yeah.
And if this would have been New York City, everybody from the Weather Channel, CNN, and everybody would have been here. People from Wisconsin are like, okay.
Yeah.
Get out of our way.
It's Monday.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, okay. It snowed. Okay. But
Yeah.
it's, I'm looking forward to today's show. We've got one of my new favorite vocalists on here, Keith St. John from the band Burning Rain.
Yeah. One of our favorite new bands.
Yeah, and I didn't even know, dude, that he sang for Montrose.
I know. He sang for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now this interview took place before NAMM. We got to make
before we went to NAMM.
Yeah,
Vietnam.
Yeah, no, NAMM.
Oh, before the Bonzo thing.
Yeah.
They played it.
Yeah, we got to tell you that because otherwise the interview sounds stupid.
Well,
but
it's going to sound.
It's going to sound stupid anyways because it's us.
If you get anything intelligent out of us, please.
Please
disregard it.
Make us stop.
It was an accident. We didn't mean it.
All right. Well, let's. What do you say we kick the show off with some new music right off the bat?
Right off the bat.
Yeah, let's do some Black Star Riders. This is their latest and their new single called "The Killer Instinct."
New album coming out.
Brand new.
End of the month.
All right. Here's Black Star Riders on Rockin Metal Revival.
New to me. New to you.
Yep.
All right.
First time play.
Exclusively.
Hey, it's Chris Jericho Fozzy, and you're listening to the Rockin Metal Revival. This is the greatest show I've ever been on in my life. I'm so excited. I can't believe it. Yeah, boy!
There's UFO and Lights Out on Rockin Metal Revival. And
that's a new one.
Dude, you know what?
You never know what you're going to get here.
It was about a year ago that we went and saw Schenker.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, a little over a year ago. And what a great show. And
hopefully we'll go again when he comes around.
It's going to be here in April.
Yeah. All right. Might have to go to that.
Yeah. Got to do a couple shows around the Chicago area.
See if we can get up in front of him instead of Wayne.
Wayne
and what's that one
Doogie?
guy? Rev when we call. Yeah.
We found him, though.
Yeah. We know where he's at now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I went by Terry's favorite club the other day, and it looks like it's changed names.
Yeah, it's turned into something else.
Yeah.
It's a regular club now.
Really?
Yeah.
What's he doing then?
I don't know. I haven't been talking talk to him about that part of his stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well, now beautiful. Now I want to. You should put that up on our page. Your new guitar.
What's that? Oh,
that's
yeah?
amazing.
You want me to put that up there?
Yeah,
I could. It's pretty badass.
It is.
I'm pretty impressed with it. I'm surprised I thought of it. I must have been stoned at the time.
It must have been. You must have had some good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Coming up, I'm going to see Marilyn Manson Saturday night.
Really?
Yeah.
The Beautiful People? Think he'll play it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll play that.
Yeah.
But
cool.
Dude, did you ever think when he first started out that he'd still
be around?
Be around?
No, I thought he'd probably be dead from an overdose or.
But I mean, it's got to be 20 plus years, man. He's been around. It's got to be since the 90s.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the mid 90s, early 90s.
Yeah, he had an acting career too. There, he was.
It's on Sons of Anarchy. That was
and
cool.
then the show died.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But
then there's no more.
So I'm gonna go see that Saturday night. Looking for some shows to go to, dude.
Yeah, there isn't much coming up, is there?
No. Probably got to get through this winter so we can go outside and see them.
Yeah.
So
I don't feel like going anywhere for any concerts right now.
No, I'm going to go see one in Jamaica, Bob Marley concert.
Oh yeah,
not Bob himself, but a tribute.
I was going to say that's going to be kind of disgusting.
It would stink.
Yeah, it would really be bad.
So, all right, brother.
Probably wouldn't smell anymore. It's been so long. But it would probably just be very
I would feel
unsavory.
I would feel uneasy about the whole thing.
It'd be in poor taste.
Yeah, exactly. And you know me, I don't really give a shit about taste. So
yeah.
All right. So hey, what do you say we play more new music?
We got more new music here.
Yeah.
All right.
How about this band Level 10?
Level 10. That's the one with who's the singer? Russell Allen.
Yeah.
Man, he sings with everybody.
He's
like
awesome.
He's like with a lot of... Yeah, he's got a great voice. Holy crap.
Exactly. And this is
Good stuff.
The CD's called Chapter 1. This is called Demonized on Rockin Metal Revival.
That's like a Christmas song, isn't it?
We missed this season.
Damn.
Hi everybody, this is Bob Daisley, and you're listening to Red and Jerry's Rockin' Metal Revival. Enjoy.
From the CD No More Hell to Pay, there's Striper and Jesus is Just All Right. Hey, we think he's all right too. How about a little cowbell?
Yeah, that song needed some cowbell.
Yeah.
I thought it would have really kicked with some cowbell.
You know, they got a new album coming out later this year. They're already go back in the studio to write and record. Or actually, it's all been written. Michael Sweet said it's all written, and they're just going in to record it.
The dude can write. Man,
I know.
What the heck?
And then the Sweet Lynch CD, I really dig this.
I'm digging it. Yeah. I've had it on out in the shop. Good stuff, man.
Yeah, it's really good stuff. And that was the last album, No More Hell to Pay, and I thought that was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Were you a Striper fan, dude?
Nah, I wasn't a real big Striper fan, but I did like them. I thought they were really good as far as talent-wise. Just I wasn't into the Christian message they were trying to push.
Then you got to listen to Against the Law, dude.
Yeah, that one's a little different, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I saw them open. I took my girlfriend to see White Lion, and they opened, and I thought they were great live. They were a great band live, and I'd like to see them again. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad.
All right.
I saw him a long time ago.
Didn't you see him with Megadeth?
Yeah, Megadeth.
That's a fucked up bill.
I was so wasted, I don't remember much of it at all. I'm serious, dude.
All right, it's time for News of the Weird, and this one's right in our own backyard. Jimmy the Groundhog, he bites the mayor, signifying that winter will last forever. Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, the mayor has learned a valuable lesson about the city's weather predicting critter. Don't get too close. I mean, really, you're going to stick your face up next to a groundhog, you dumbass?
No, the fucking person holding the groundhog stuck it up to his ear.
That's funny. Jimmy, the official groundhog in Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, bit the mayor's ear during the Groundhog Day celebration on Monday. The groundhog handler was holding the animal next to Mayor John Freend. I think Freend?
Yeah, it looked like a slab of ham.
Yeah, when it promptly bit down on his ear.
Painful, man. That did look painful.
Oh, man.
Oh, well. It's so winter's never ending? Is that what that means?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, so.
That sucks. I would have rather just had the 6 more weeks of winter than this never ending now.
Exactly. No shit. Jeez. A truck driver pulling teeth behind the wheel causes crash. Alabama authorities say a tractor trailer crashed on Interstate 20 because the driver lost control while he was pulling out one of his teeth.
He was pulling out his own tooth. Okay, I thought maybe he was practicing dentistry.
Practicing good oral health.
On a hitchhiker or a corpse. That he's getting dumped later.
Alabama Highway Patrol says the truck driver told troopers that he had taken his hands off the wheel to pull out a loose tooth when he wrecked near Tuscaloosa. The crash report says he had the tooth in his shirt pocket as proof.
Nice.
He's probably going to put it under the sleeper pillow for the tooth fairy to come.
Yeah, he was going to rape her. Jeez.
Oh, man. Barbecue burglar steals $4,000 worth of ribs, chicken, wings, and fries.
Whoa.
Guess where this happened?
Probably Florida, man.
That's right. Someone in Jacksonville, Florida may be getting ready to throw a Super Bowl bash of the ages.
So if somebody was at a Super Bowl party where a guy definitely, he couldn't afford this kind of stuff.
And all of a sudden he's got the best shit in the world.
Yeah. Stuff.
And a liquor store got robbed, too.
Yeah.
Last Wednesday, a robber broke into Jerome Brown Barbecue, stole $4,000 worth of ribs, chicken, wings, and fries from the restaurant. The rib-loving robber gained entry by prying open a side door and also took away an empty cash register before. He's probably going to charge his party.
Oh, yeah.
Surveillance video.
He's starting his own barbecue place.
Surveillance caught video of the barbecue burglar in the act, but the Jacksonville Sheriff Office has yet to track down the suspect.
What place did they steal from?
Jerome Brown Barbecue.
Oh, wow.
You ever been there?
Everybody... Well, whoever had the party, they're going like, wow, you ought to start your own business. It's like, I got my cash register and shit now. So, yeah, I stole the recipe from Jerome Brown.
Nice, God. Man. Here's a girl after my own heart, bud. Justine King was arrested while allegedly sitting pantyless on a whiskey bottle.
Now, I want to know angle that bottle was at.
A woman arrested on suspicion of DUI made a memorable impression on officers as she allegedly was sitting on sitting naked on top of an empty bottle of whiskey. Justine King, 33, was arrested September 30th after officers allegedly found her sitting naked from the waist down in a blue Chevrolet Malibu that she had just crashed. King's pants were under the car's pedals, and she was sitting on a bottle of black velvet whiskey.
Okay. This is going to be kind of hard to explain.
Yeah. Officers told King to put her pants back on and exit the vehicle. She allegedly responded, "I don't have any pants. I left home without them." The reporter says King was finally pulled from the car, handcuffed, and placed into a cab, all while being extremely belligerent, kicking, pulling away, and struggling. She probably drank the whiskey before she sat on it.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
The suspect initially refused to identify herself, telling authorities, "The government's got my name. You ain't getting it. Ask the government." On the way to the station, she kept banging her head on the inside of the window. King was taken into a nearby hospital, refused to take a blood test or put her pants on.
I wonder if she was like...
She sounds like fun.
And she was like taking the alcohol in a different orifice. Maybe that's how she got some wasted.
I don't know.
Dumped the bottle somewhere else.
She's soaking her tampons in it or
yeah,
something?
Yeah, could be.
All right, suspect.
Soaking something in it.
I'm just soaking inside her. I'll tell you that right now. All right, suspect Stuart Charles McNeil tells police he wasn't good at the robbery thing. The man gets to his points for honesty. A man who allegedly tried to rob a Dunkin' Donuts admitted to police that he wasn't very good at this robbery thing. Stuart Charles McNeil, 34, turned himself in last Thursday after police in
Florida.
Delray Beach, Florida. That's right. Circulated a surveillance
Florida,
photo.
the most entertaining state.
Of a robbery and the most hanging chads of a donut store that took place on January 21st. What a dumbass.
Wow, nice.
All right, well, that's going to wind up...
He did read a little more, man. Read
man.
a little more.
McNeil allegedly entered the Dunkin' Donuts around 12:20 wearing a mask. Cops said he waited in line for several minutes before going up to the counter with a gun in hand. Clerk ignored him and attended to another customer. At one point, cops said McNeil pulled off his mask and continued to wait for employees to acknowledge him so he could commence with the robbery. McNeil allegedly took an undisclosed amount of cash from the register and asked the employee to forgive him. He allegedly left in his Honda Accord that was driven by an accomplice that the suspect called Chris.
Chris! I wonder who that is. Was this in Ohio?
Yeah.
Right. No, it was Florida, right?
Yeah,
was
police.
Florida?
Yeah, it was Florida.
Man.
McNeil told police he saw photos of himself everywhere and figured his gig was up, turned himself in. He allegedly said the robbery was strictly to feed his drug habit and admitted he wasn't very good at the robbery thing. All right.
He's very polite, though.
Exactly.
I mean, he freaking waited his turn. He didn't go barging in there.
It's like some Saturday night I'm going to get pulled over. I'm going to say, listen, I'm really good at the drinking thing. It's just the driving I'm not real good at.
Yeah, it didn't know.
All right. Well, coming up, we've got, what do we got? Talking Real Metal.
Yeah.
All right. We got some water cooler conversation to go over there. And then we've got Keith St. John from the band Burning Rain coming up next hour. That and maybe some more new music. But right now, let's dig back into the vault.
Dig into it. All right.
Let's go back. Let me see here. How about Little Rainboy?
Rainbow. Okay.
This is from the very best of Rainbow. This is Stone Cold. And then why don't we follow it up Little Rated X? Little double shot of Jolene Turner.
There you go. Double shot.
Double shot. Right here. Right here on Rockin Metal Revival.
Look, I got guns.
Love guns?
No, only one. I ain't writing that book, man. Did you get that book for Christmas?
What book?
The Two Penises, dude.
No.
No? You didn't get that yet? They were going to send you one, I heard.
Here's your latest hard rock and metal news on Rockin Metal Revival.
All right, metalheads, it's time to talk real metal.
Not the fake stuff.
That stuff.
No.
Gather around the water coolers, boys.
Okay.
And around your speakers.
And drink, right?
Yep.
Isn't this a drinking game?
This is a drinking game.
Yes.
All right. Sebastian Bach says there's a difference between being a great musician and a rock star.
Is there? What's the difference?
He don't know. All right.
Oh, because he's a rock star, and everybody else are great musicians. Maybe
Van Halen to release Tokyo Dome live concert in March. That, you know what? You're going to release a live album with David Lee Roth now when he can't sing?
Yeah, no, DVD, I think.
Is it?
Isn't it? Yeah, I think it's a movie.
It just
DVD.
says, right here, it just says to release, and they're going to do a box set.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's going to be, they've been doctoring that thing for the last 4 years, working if they're going to put out a live album with him on it.
Drummer Chris Slade rumored to be rejoining AC/DC. You know, if they come around this time, dude, I'd like to see them. I've never seen AC/DC.
Yeah.
Have you?
That'd be cool. I saw them way back, man, 79.
Bon Scott days?
Yep.
Nice.
With Bon Scott.
Anthrax Scott Ian prefers the pre-internet days when people used to buy records.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't blame him,
I don't blame him either.
I do too, man.
You're getting back into the vinyl, too.
Yeah. Can't wait till the weather's good enough I can go to record stores.
Yeah.
Oh.
Glenn Drover says music was definitely being abused while he was a member of Megadeth.
Because he was forced to play what everybody else had recorded and stuff. He didn't like that. You can't add your own stuff when you're up there playing classics. You got to try to do it note for note as other people did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with it, Tommy Thayer.
Yeah.
Michael Vasera said Yngwie Malmsteen destroyed his career by burning bridges and pissing people off.
Yeah, you don't want to burn bridges.
No.
And
it's hard to get back to the other side if you do.
Yeah. He is.
He's kind of a douche.
Yeah.
Testament's Alex Skolnick says new album is more than 50% written. That's good news.
Nice.
I like Testament, dude.
He should get a hold of Striper, dude. He can write an album in
about 3 days.
7 days, man. He's done.
Yeah. Richie Kotzen, who's celebrating a birthday today with Alice Cooper.
Oh, really?
Well,
are they together?
How
do you know they're having a birthday party together?
Maybe at Dave and Buster's. They're having a big party.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Alice and together? They're like combining their party?
Their moms made it together. One cake and everything.
That's awesome.
Richie Cake on next Winery Dogs. Richie Kotzen on the next Winery Dogs album. It's going to be a cool record. I bet it will be.
Yeah, they had their writing session. Guess they were recording in May or something. So
cool.
It'll be cool.
Mark Slaughter releases Reflections in the Rearview Mirror, his solo album. Now, we were playing one of those tunes earlier this year.
Yeah, why didn't we get it? We should be getting that.
We'll get that any day now.
Yeah.
Slash reported new girlfriend says wackos set off alarm in couple's house after the home was shown on TV. That's why I don't ever want them to do Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous here, dude.
Yeah, because we'd be getting mauled by people, by crazy fans.
Here's a sad statement, dude. Tim Ripper Owens on his work with Judas Priest that some fans will never give it a shot, and that's sad.
Yeah,
he did some good work with them.
I like Jugulator the best. I thought that was a really good album.
I love that Live in London CD, too.
Yeah.
Striper's Michael Sweet. Fans are going to be shocked when they hear the new album.
Shocked.
Yeah.
Good.
Bill Ward, Michael Schenker, Glenn Hughes to take part in Masters of Metal Camp.
I know. That's like one of those fantasy rock and roll fantasy camp or whatever.
Hey, are you going to do this?
That'd be cool.
Alice Cooper is having a pay-per-view event scheduled for next month, on February 12th, it says.
February.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's next Thursday night, man.
It's like, man, maybe.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
That would be.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to see if it's available around here.
I
don't know.
All right. So that winds up news you can't use, Talking Real Metal.
Make sure you don't use it.
No, don't
mention any of this to anybody.
Yeah, don't use our names.
Yep. We didn't have anything we never said anything about it.
Coming up next hour, we will talk to Keith St. John of Burning Rain. That's going to happen next hour. But right now, what do you say we play a little New Lynch Mob?
New Lynch Mob,
Yep.
yeah. Doing an old tune, though, right?
Yeah, Burning Sky, you bet, an old Bad Company tune. This is from Sun Red Sun on Rockin Metal Revival.
This is a good cover, too.
This portion of Rockin Metal Revival is brought to you by...
What's wrong? We can't go on. We had the Demon's Pick, but then we broke it. And now our masterpiece will never happen. We can't pay the rent because we won't be fueled by Satan.
Come on, get up. Come on, stand up. You're all right. You guys, having some satanic guitar pick isn't going to make your rock any better. Because Satan's not in a guitar pick. He's inside all of us. He's in here. In your hearts. He's what makes us not want to go to work, or exercise, or tell the truth. He's what makes us want to party and have sex with each other all night long. He's that little voice in your mind that says fuck you to the people you hate. Now, you can stay out here and fight on the ground and cry like babies, or you can go in there like friends, rock. So what's it going to be?
From the CD Psychotic Supper, there's Tesla and Edison's Medicine. And, hey, dude, I just saw...
Isn't that like an oxymoron, Tesla and Edison?
Yeah.
They didn't like
each other at all.
So why is Tesla singing about Edison? Isn't that...
Next time
we like the Hatfield singing about the McCoys?
Kind of. Let's get... once we get one of the guys in Tesla on again, you can ask them.
We can't get Edison. So.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. That makes sense.
They're going to be doing a big show up in Minnesota this summer with Def Leppard and Styx.
Def Leppard? Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So I wonder if Vivian's going back to Def Leppard?
He
or
is.
If
He is. I read an interview with him the other day. He's going to go out and do this album and the tour.
Yeah.
And then the Last in Line will take probably towards the end of the year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that's not happening until the end of the year.
Nope,
He's
doesn't.
He's going to do the Def Leppard stuff.
Do the moneymaker and then go out and do the fun
I didn't
thing.
know if they were going to get the rest of Trickster to join Def Leppard too, and like
then Jim Bob would be their roadie.
Yeah.
Hey, well, coming up, we've got Keith St. John on the show, and a couple of, was it 2 years ago or last year that we had
who?
Doug Aldridge. We had Doug Aldridge on the show.
Yeah, when the album first came out.
When that first came out.
Epic Obsession.
Yes. Yeah. And we had Doug on, and we've had Matt.
Yeah.
On, and now we're going to have Keith St. John on. And this band, I really wish would do a nationwide tour.
I know. I'm hoping. That would be cool.
Yeah. Hopefully
or at
they
least
get
a DVD or something.
Yeah,
so
package show. I'd like to see them live. Yeah. So coming up, they're going to be coming up next. What do you want to play from Burning Rain?
Our time is going to come.
All right. Well, let's crank this up. All right. Let's crank this up. Here is Burning Rain from Epic Obsession. This is Our Time Is Gonna Come. Keith St. John up next on Rockin' Metal Revival. Right there is Burning Rain, and Our Time Is Gonna Come on Rockin' Metal Revival. And, dude, I am so glad that we were introduced to this band a couple years ago.
I know. I wasn't sure when I first heard the album, when we had Doug.
When we had Doug Aldridge on.
Yeah, and he was like, this album grows on you. And he's right, man, because I got hooked and ended up having to go buy the other two albums that I had no idea were even out there.
And we are fortunate enough today to have lead vocalist of Burning Rain with us today, Keith St. John. Welcome to the show, Keith.
Hey, it's good to be here.
Keith, I see that actually with all the projects that Burning Rain's got going on, you guys got out and played some dates just not too long ago.
Yeah, we got lucky, and all of us had some free time in December this past. And, yeah, we got out there, and we got a chance to dust off some Burning Rain tunes and hit some West Coast crowds in the U.S. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun, and more to come.
Well, the one thing that I don't want to call it a super group, but you guys all have other projects that you work on, and it's got to be hard when you guys going to find some time to get back into the studio.
Hopefully soon. We've been talking about it. Doug, as you know, is playing in a show in Las Vegas called Raiding the Rock Vault, and since that show just changed over its location, their time has been really scarce, but now that they're all settled in and the machine is kind of working, he can probably spend some more time in L.A., and by and large, I can spend some more time out in Vegas now because my schedule is kind of freed up more as of January. So hopefully we'll get in the studio by or before March and start cranking out this next Burning Rain 4th record.
So you did some singing with Montrose, too, huh?
Sure. Yeah, I met Ronnie Montrose back in 1999, if you can believe that. Wow. And when I met Ronnie, funny thing is I'm from the East Coast, so I really didn't have much knowledge of the whole Montrose legend and whatnot. And when I met Ronnie, we were writing tunes. We met as kind of songwriters, just writing our own stuff, and we wrote a whole bunch of stuff together, and it wasn't until I knew him for about a year that Scott Barret, Steve Miller's manager, had come to him and said, if you want to go do all the hits, all the Montrose stuff from the old days, and you got a band, let's go do it. And so he asked me, and it kind of worked for my voice, and I just got sucked into this amazing world of Montrose, and, just so lucky to know that guy for the rest of his time on the planet. We did that for about 14 years.
That's cool. Very cool.
That had to be very cool to go out there and do some of those classic Montrose songs like Rock Candy and Bad Motor Scooter. And I saw that they did a tribute show to him not too long ago. Were you involved in that?
I think there were a few tributes. The big one that got a lot of press was up in the city, up in San Francisco. I think that might be the one you're referring to. Yeah. And it was basically his memorial concert. And, yeah, I was a part of that. If you go on YouTube and do some searching around, you'll find some of the videos that were shot that night made it up there. And there's some good stuff of a lot of different people. Neil Sean came out and tributed Ronnie. The band Tesla came out. Nice. They got their start with Ronnie. He was kind of involved in getting them going. Tommy Thayer from Kiss. Of course, Sammy Hagar, all the original Montrose guys came out. Ricky Phillips from, Bad English, who's now in Styx. There's just tons of people. This list goes on and on.
Very cool. Now, another thing that I read the other day, Keith, is that you had spent some time in Lynch Mob. Now, tell us a little bit about your time playing with Lynch Mob.
Well, I played with Lynch Mob, and I played with, quote-unquote, George Lynch doing his own thing. I have to think back and think what was the first thing I did, live or recording, because I've done a lot of both with George. I believe the first call I got from George was asking me to fill in on some stuff that Oni couldn't make it to kind of last minute. But we got going on that, and then after that, we had enough of a cool thing together, I think, that George was appreciating, that he called me to do some different recording with him. I did some stuff he had this project called Souls of We. Mm-hmm. I recorded a little stuff for that. I was recording some stuff with him and Jeff Pilson that some of it wound up, I believe, on the latest Lynch Mob stuff, and some of it might have wound up on the Lynch Pilson stuff. And then over time, he's called me on a lot of spot gigs. We did Loud Park together in Japan, which is a huge heavy metal fest over in Japan at the Saitama Super Arena. And, I've done a few, week or two Lynch Mob tours with him when he needed me kind of thing. Oh, and we did the Kill All Control record.
Oh, okay.
Which was a George Lynch solo thing. I think I did about 5 songs on that. And,
cool.
Along with, I think Mark Tureen sang, and another guy that I can't think of his name sang a track or two. But, I love George. I mean, we got a cool vibe. We've done a lot of spot one-offs together, just kind of like, hey, Keith, you in town? I got this thing. You want to come do it? Kind of vibe, so, which is a result of probably living in the same general vicinity, too. That helps.
That does help. And then, back to Burning Rain now, you said that possibly getting into the studio in 2015. We live out here in the Midwest. Is there any possible way in hell that we're going to see Burning Rain anywhere near us?
You might, guys. What city are you in?
We are not far from Chicago. That would be the closest major market that you're talking about.
Or Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, you never know. I mean, we've done some one-offs. Not too long ago, we did one in Columbus, Ohio. We did something in Miami, Florida. You never know what city we're going to land up in, but I'd say there's a real good chance. Probably looking at, that part of the country, probably looking at summertime, late spring, summer, early fall.
Yeah, you sure as hell don't want to be here in the winter.
Yeah, for sure.
No, and a band like us, with where we're coming from and what we kind of market to, I think we'd probably be more of an outdoor festival band, grouped in with because obviously with the guys in the band, we got some affiliation with that whole '80s metal crowd, and if we were on a bill with, say, several bands from that era, it might make more sense because the fans are there. They're excited to see us. We're kind of a rare find, and some promoters will see it as a big win to get us on there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, like you said, probably getting back this year, maybe a follow-up to Epic Obsession.
Well, yeah, absolutely. We've definitely built up, even for Epic. Dougie and I had built up material probably over 6-7 years of not doing a record. So we had this huge backlog, and I'd say maybe more than half of the tunes on Epic came out of some backlog, either riff ideas or full songs that were done, and maybe 30% of that was just fresh stuff that we banged out new. So the good news is even on the next record we'll probably already have a good 6-7 riffs and songs to kind of look at and pick from that we already like.
Nice. On the last album, there's not a lot of cowbell. You going to feature some cowbell on the next one?
You know what? There's a lot of shaker, but we kind of we like it to be subliminal.
Oh,
so,
the silent
the guys
cowbell.
can still get into it. Exactly.
Okay.
Subliminal cowbell. The guys are they're trying to just headbang, but the hips are starting to move a little bit, and they don't know why. Honey, what's happening? Turn that off.
All right, Keith. Well, if people want to find out more about you and about Burning Rain, where's the best place to look for you on the internet?
You've got our website run by our Japanese faction of our fan base, burningrain.net, and that's got a lot of good information on it. You can always go to our Facebook stuff. It seems like, and our Twitter stuff. It seems like we update stuff pretty quickly on that stuff. Facebook, Keith St. John, Doug Aldridge, Sean McNabb, Matt Starr. That stuff all works out great. We are doing, you can look for us in Milan, Italy. It looks like we'll be doing a one-off festival out there in Italy that our record Frontiers is putting on April 11th. And we're going to sprinkle some dates around there in Europe, so you can see us in Europe. We did a rehearsal last night because we're doing a song at the John Bonham tribute at the NAMM Festival coming up next Thursday on the 22nd of January. I can't say what song it is, but we worked up a nice cut, let's say, off the Physical Graffiti album last night.
Very cool.
Over at Amp Rehearsal in North Hollywood. So
nice.
You can see us there.
Cool.
Very cool. Well, we appreciate you taking time out to come on our show, and like we said, we're big supporters of Burning Rain, and we're going to play another track called Pray Out Loud for Love. You want to tell us a little bit about this song, Keith?
Yeah, bro, that song is just like a straight-ahead plow tune. Really turns me on. I know it turns everybody on. Kind of reminds me of an old Deep Purple thing with some new styles added on top of it. It's just a scorcher that it comes out of the gate hard and hopefully leaves you wanting more.
All right.
Check it out. Pray Out Loud for Love.
All right, Keith St. John, thank you for coming on Rockin Metal Revival.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Finally, another use for your PC besides porn.
So you think you got what it takes?
I'll tell you what I got. Your wife's pussy on my breath.
Nobody's ever talked to me like that before.
That's because everyone's mouth is usually full of your wife's box.
You're hired.
Rockin Metal Revival.
There's Hailstorm from Reanimate 2.0. There is Dissident Aggressor, a little cover from Judas Priest from our girl Lizzie.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear some more of that album, the new one.
The new one, me too. And I finally found a contact. We're going to try to get her on the show.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I'd really like to get her on the show. And also coming up...
in the studio.
In the studio would be killer. Wow. But... dude, I just dig her voice and her whole attitude.
Yeah.
And I just really am into Hailstorm. All right, coming up next week, I don't know who our guest is going to be next week.
I don't either, man. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, so until then, your guess is as good as ours.
Yeah. Could be I don't know. I know Santa's not doing anything for...
No, he's got some time off. Maybe the Easter Bunny. He's got a gig coming up we could promote.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All
right.
Or leprechauns or something.
Yeah.
Or freaking Cupid.
Or maybe I can get one of my reggae friends from Jamaica to call in. We could talk about Reggae Fest that I'm going to.
Oh,
in Jamaica.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Hey,
I know that's pretty metal.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Metal reggae with those
metal.
those big kettle drums. Those are metal.
Those are cool.
Yeah. All right. So lately I've been doing a lot of old school listening to some old music, and I wouldn't call it old because it was out when, during our prime.
Yeah.
And what do you say we play some Triumph?
Triumph. All right.
All right. This is I Live for the Weekend. We're getting the heck on out of here.
And that's good words to live by.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Until next time. Peace.
And Rastafaris.
Yeah, man.
This brings to an end another edition of Rockin Metal Revival. If you enjoyed it, tell a friend. If you didn't, tell two. Until next time, this is Rockin Metal Revival.
I said, who wants to fucking touch me?